I love the fact that you know your own brand though, and that's
suffering
to me, awkwardness and suffering and pain. So, bearing in mind you've both made very successful careers out of being honest about where things go wrong, I think we've got a little VT where there are some mishaps.
This is our attempt at baking, or attempts.
These aren't just brownies, Dan. This is going to be a brownie graveyard.
Yeah, it is. If you bring that into a room at a Halloween party, everyone will crap themselves.
They will.
We are making pumpkin spiced pumpkin cookies.
Oh my god!
That's right.
You said pumpkin twice. What does this mean? Look at these babies. I'm not sure about that one. That was a bit like a whale or
We'll
something.
see what happens.
That is Cyclops Joe.
That is
Mummy Steve.
That is
Pumpkin 3.
Phil. I commend the creativity of everything.
Green velvet cakes.
Oh my god, I see what you're going for.
Yeah, it's like the blood of the zombie. Look how green they are.
They're so green. Well done, Phil.
So look at this ghost that I was so proud of.
What even is that?
It's scary. It's got a wonky eye. It's like, kill me. But then Dan comes along and makes the best Shrek cake you've ever seen.
It's the best thing I've ever made. That looks like a spider that's just been swatted by something.
It does.
They look kind of crap. Monster Pops. That is.
Oh no, what's happened?
Oh my god, I've had a casualty.
Oh no.
No. Oh my god, the
down.
monster's head has caved in. Sorry, mate.
He's a mistake.
He is a monster that got hit by a car. Whoops. Phil!
Today we're going to be attempting something we have never tried before in our entire lives. Pastel, meringue, Easter. What's it called? What are they called?
Pastel lemon meringue.
Why did we decide to make meringue?
We don't have an electronic whisk.
I'm going to have one giant arm at the end of this video.
5,000 hours.
It's been so long.
Later.
Kill me.
Wow, that's a very small hole you.
I could have made a bigger hole.
It's an egg.
That's how not to make a hole for meringue. Oh my god, Phil, you're so
Wait.
No, you're the least delicate person in the world.
It's good. They look like devil horns. I'm just putting it out there.
Phil, you just knocked the eggs in.
No, I'm sorry.
Ooh. This thing with the bunny ears.
I know.
That kind of was a disaster.
I don't think we whisked that enough. It looked like a fail, but it didn't taste like a fail. What is ugly on the outside can be beautiful on the inside. That is the moral of this video.
So, like, as we all know, people love baking, and we try so hard every time. We don't intend for it to be comedy, but it's just a complete disaster.
Did you learn nothing from 7 series of baking?
No, we tried.
We literally watch every season.
Yeah, Mary Berry would cry if she saw any
She
of
would have
those.
an aneurysm if she saw it. No, but she wouldn't. Actually, no, what she would say is her catchphrase when anything she saw was really bad, which is, looks informal. Always informal.
So informal.
That's Mary Berry for end of days carnage.
But we did actually get some attention from Gordon Ramsay.
Did you?
You know he does that thing where people tweet him pictures of the food they're cooking at home.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, one of our lovely, supportive audience, without our consent, tweeted a picture of those failed meringues at Gordon Ramsay, and he actually noticed. If we have the picture of that. Which was, so they look like oven-baked faked turds. One's got diarrhea and now you're covering them in chocolate, so thanks for that.
Thanks, Gordon.
They got us roasted by Gordon to 5 million people.
Yeah.
One's got diarrhea and now we're not going to get too heavily into that. Let's
No.
But from every failure, you get a great YouTube video. So
that is a cosmic metaphor for how every kind of terrible thing we can turn into ironic content.
Can we remove this now? It's giving flashbacks.
Hide that.
So may I be so bold as to ask how old you are now?
I'm 30 now. Because I've been doing it 10 years.
It's over for you.
It's over.
It's like Logan's run the internet, past 30.
I was scared everyone's going to stop watching it on my birthday, but thankfully, they're still there.
We had let's go there.
We still love you. Yeah. We mean he's 30. How old are you now?
I'm 26, so I don't know, my life's just flying by. So I've just had my quarter-life crisis.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, but at least you can make a video of it. It's
exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, bearing in mind you're already now the grandfathers of YouTube, how do you see yourself remaining relevant? I know that's a stupid question to ask people who are 30 and 26, but, bearing in mind you're at the front line.
Yeah, I think if you actually look at YouTubers in general that are a whole range of ages of people making content.
It has no matter. Yeah.
So I don't think it actually matters so long as people still want to watch it.
True.
So I'm not too worried because I'm still enjoying it, and as long as I still got that person in Australia watching my videos, I'm going to keep doing it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do you think that's how it will end when you're sort of in your 80s? It will go slowly back to the one.
Yeah.
Just the one. Just the life
The
cycle.
same guy or girl in Australia.
140.
In the outback going, I love you, Phil. But in an Australian accent.
It's you, isn't it, Sue, just doing an accent?
Yes, it is. I will own it now. It's me, yeah. But there might be. I mean, I don't know if you feel that there's a crushing sort of need to always be relevant. But thankfully, you guys are just, as you say, motivated by things that happen in your own life, and you're not too bothered by the immediacy of the outside world. You're kind of insulated from it in your videos, aren't you? You don't have to be, a finger on the pulse all the time.
Well, you can if you want. I mean, that's how to stay topical and relevant. Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, the internet is only going to get bigger and bigger. So as long as you're still being entertaining as you always have been, there's no reason why any YouTuber would decline in popularity. Like, as long as you're still putting out good content and you have an audience, then that's fine. And as for where the actual future's going, God, none of us know, do we? Yeah. We're all just making it up as we go along at this point.
People have come here hoping that you would have the answers.
Yeah. No one has the answers.
We're just the guinea pigs, like seeing what happens to us in 10 more years.
Shaking in the corner of a cage. Yeah.
What would you like to see happen? And we've talked a little bit about how you'd like to see television perhaps adapt to some of the tropes of the internet. But what would you, if you were the commissioners of Channel 4 or the BBC for a day, what would be the sort of things that you'd implement?
I think it's about the strategy of accessibility and just adapting to the times. And it's like, millions of people watching live TV in front of a box isn't always going to be the case because people are doing it whenever they want on whatever devices they want. But then, as we saw from like the Channel 4 Facebook stats, there's still the biggest audience anyone's ever seen out there. So I think it's just about adapting to the times. But then I think that young people aren't being serviced enough by the amazing ability to make great content out there. Like Radio 1, BBC 3, they do lots of stuff for like social action campaigns, things helping young people. And there's too few of that. I think there's too few like quality entertainment and drama being made for young people. And as I said, the other way around, I think there's a lot of talent on the internet that's kind of maybe being left to the wayside and ignored. And I think that if people just talk to each other and kind of like share the young perspectives and the talent and then share the expertise and all of the amazingness that's been built up over the years to produce the stuff, I think that there's no reason why things can't just get bigger and better for everybody as the world gets more connected.
That seems a wonderfully positive note to almost wrap things up.
It doesn't matter because artificial intelligence is going to kill us all in 10 years.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Bad robots.
That's the Dan I know.
Yeah.
How about you, Phil? Just to end, what would be your if you were the boss?
If I was the boss, I would be the weatherman on.
And that's
the 6 o'clock news.
Endgame.
No, I agree with Dan. I think I just want to see more things for young people on the television, because then people won't complain that young people aren't watching television because there'll be more stuff for them to watch, which seems like the obvious answer. And I think, just more of global events that everybody can watch at the same time. I think Game of Thrones are onto a trick that you can watch it at the same time as America now. I think that's brilliant. Even if you've got to stay up till 3 a.m, it's worth it. I think there should be more global events, and I think it's going to happen.
And it is exciting. It's exciting to switch on your Skybox at 2 a.m. and think, I'm watching, a dragon at the same time as somebody on the west coast of America, and I'm screaming as a dagger gets produced at the same time as somebody, and I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. So to try and create more global brands and bigger events. They're often, I'm sure there are sessions labelled almost exactly this in this year's conference, but when you talk about making more content for young people always say, but what is that content? And I think you answered part of that because you said, young people are socially aware. Mm-hmm. Don't patronise them. They're not, they want to take a very active role in shaping the planet. If you would say, if people here are interested in what sort of content that should be, what would be your response?
Well, I think there's lots of dramas that are being produced in America and across Europe that are showing that you can still do it and appeal to young people, whether it's Scum, Riverdale, 13 Reasons Why. I mean, there's hit shows all the time that young people love. There's factual stuff, documentaries, things that, any kind of thing that explores what life is like now for young people and answering questions, people will care about it. Like, there's so many young people out there and they're so engaged and they want to talk and support stuff, but they just feel like we're all doing that to ourselves, and it's all, we're having these discussions within our own communities, but there's no reason why that can't be something that we all come together to be a part of.
Let's take a straw poll. What do you guys watch? Silence now.
TV.
Yeah. Well,
don't be silent for too long. Oh God.
That answers that. For anyone in television, we are now dead. We've reached peak television. Listen, our session's pretty much done. I'd like to thank everyone for coming.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Dan and Phil.
Thank you.